everyone. Happy Wednesday. This is officially the third day of streaming every day straight. We're going hard. This morning I woke up and I was like, I don't want to do a thing. I don't want to stream. I feel tired and drained. Hey Stinger, how you doing, my love? Welcome in. But I was like, no, I will not bend. I will be strong for you. Oh my god, yeah. Hey. All right. So, as you guys see from the title, this happens to me all the time, but I feel like I get overstimulated because my music is so loud on my end. Hold on. All right. There we go. Let me know if you can still hear it, though, because I love the old DS music from all the girly games I played as a child. But I have a list here, and I'm going to go, hopefully, over everything I have on this list. So it doesn't matter if you needed that help. It could be something new. You could say, damn, I already knew this. It does not matter. I'm not trying to gatekeep. I learned some new things. So let's get it on. Dang, a tomboy and a girl. Yeah, mixed all in one. There was so many different phases in my life. Still going through so many phases of tomboy, girly girl. It's just like a fusion. You know those old little Danimals? No, they weren't Danimals. What were they? The little Tricks yogurt, and they had like 4 flavors mixed in one. It's kind of like that. All right, let me look at my list. I have like a clipboard. It feels so studious. Let me see. All right, we'll talk about how to do Twitch clips. That's one of the things I know a lot about somewhat. And if I tell you, if it doesn't work for you, it doesn't work for you. Hold on, let me snooze this ad. You don't need it. Perfect. We don't need ads this early on. Okay, so let's get it on. When it comes to your ads, not ads, why I keep saying Twitch ads, Jesus, Twitch clips. There's 2 ways you could go about it. You can either save your VOD. If I have it over here, hold on. Usually there's like a video produce. It used to be like a video produce thing over here, but if you just go to their creator dashboard, on the left hand side they'll have like video produce, and you can see all your VODs. They have some weird thing now where they say you can only have 100 hours worth of videos on there. I haven't looked at it fully, so I'm not even gonna dive into that. Once I read up on it, I'll let you know. Either way, so there's 2 different ways you could do your Twitch clips. You could either just do it through here in Twitch, which is how I do mine, or you can break down and get an editing software. A lot of people use, because I looked up free editing softwares because I love to give people choices. You could use DaVinci Resolve. I'm not gonna hold you. I sat there, downloaded all that before. It was so hard to use. I watched YouTube videos. I asked fellow VTubers, and they were like, that shit is hard. I would never use it. So I don't know when it comes to DaVinci. I know some people that say they stick by it and they'll never change up. But I mean, it's free. So you kind of go in with the notion that it might be a little bit difficult, since it does take away that pricing. Personally, I use, what is it called? Filmora. I have like a family plan because my siblings and we all do content creation. So I use Filmora a lot. That's very easy. Hold on. Filmora. Wondershare. I love it. Oh, you use Filmora too? Hold on. Prices. Okay. So, from what I'm seeing, because I love to tell people the prices for everything. Because I know when I look into stuff, I want to know how much it is. Now, you can use Filmora for free. Of course, you might not be able to... Oh, wait, what? No. You might not be able to use all their add-ons because you have to be like a premium member or something like that. That's a given. But you can use it for free, but you're going to have this thick watermark over your whole screen. I did like a cute little Christmas party thing and animated stuff for it. Oh, wait, nope. Animated stuff for it. And it had this ugly watermark. And I'm not the type of person to tell you, go the back end way and figure out a way to remove it. No. you're better off just like paying for it or using like the free what's the word, the free softwares. Now Canva, before I talk about Canva, let me disclose this. Canva does have, they just updated a side with AI. I know I personally don't want to use AI. I know a lot of VTubers don't want to use AI artists, such and such. But after doing some intense research, you can choose not to use the AI portion and just use it like it usually was. They don't like fully weave it in their whole program or whatever. So if you don't want to use the AI, don't use the AI. Personally, I don't want to use it. So even with this is where I do all my animated clips on TikTok and stuff like that. I use Canva. It's very easy. Easy. I don't know why I'm tongue tripping. It's very easy to use even with animating. I know they don't allow you to have, you can upload I think up to an hour worth of a video on Canva. I do believe so. So even if you want to edit through Canva, that's an easy way to do it, because I know their membership is like I think $15 for premium. It's either 15 or 17 bucks, so it's cheaper than any other software you're gonna use. And you could do the little tips and tricks and figure all that stuff out. We'll come back to Canva though, because I do have some other things to show on that. But let's go to the clip and like showing how to go through that. Oh, why am I seeing myself? No. All right. So I'm going to use for an example a stream I did with Odessa. I love them. Check them out. Hold on. Let me scroll down. That is their ad. Odessa is so lovely. We have a shared love for musicals. All right. So with doing clips, of course you'll listen through, but for this purpose, I'm not going to do all that. I'm just going to clip something random. All right. We're going to push clip. Something that I have been abusing is the fact that they now have a portrait version. Don't be lazy. And when you see it like this, or like you just see it like that, and you're just like, oh, I don't even get to see what I want to see. I'm not even going to use it. No, you don't have to do that. Edit it. You can either have it full on, so it's like this, but how you going to save the game? You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? So split it or stack it. I like to say split, but to each his own. You can manipulate it, be as big as you want. I personally don't care if you see a little bit of the game in the top. I know some people are sticklers about that. And if you are that way about it and you have to be like to a certain point, I would say just go ahead and get the editing software. Because if this is on Twitch, it's not going to be like everything under the rainbow. You know what I'm saying? It's not going to have all the bells and whistles. You're not going to be able to add in those sound effects, which I mean, somewhat is okay. But if you're the type of person that wants to like graph in a meme or a sound, the editing software is your best bet. But if you just want to get your clip out after stream or just make quick content, I would say use Twitch clips. We're going to push apply. Put a BS title. We're going to call it Jiggle Tits. Yes. Save that clip. All right, next step. Once it loads, be patient. Okay, so now they have a thing where you can automatically put it on your stories. The download thing is always perfect because it's easy to put it on Blue Sky. It's easy to put it on Twitch. YouTube Shorts. I've been doing a lot of YouTube Shorts, which have been paying off. Originally, I did not know how to use YouTube Shorts because like they had this, I don't know what it is, but they have like a certain specifics for their videos, which kind of bothered me, but that's neither here nor there. So you can just download it straight from here and upload it wherever you want to do or where you want to put it. Personally, I'm going to give you a little insight on this one. I would not suggest taking the video from here and just exporting it to YouTube. I feel like the YouTube Shorts do horrible when you do it like that. I would suggest go on your phone, download it on your phone, like the portrait version of the video, or heck, even you can download the portrait version on your computer and just send it to yourself. But then take your phone, upload it manually by going through YouTube. Your video will get more views. At least that's what I've seen. Once again, you guys have to try this out for your own self. But from what I've seen, doing it that way, you get more views than just going straight through Twitch. What the fuck is this song? I'm sorry, I had a second of like, I know what this is from, but I don't at the same time. Either way, if you're gonna do it through TikTok, I would say do it this way. I feel like you get more views when you post it through Twitch. I don't know what the algorithm is. I don't know the science behind it. That's just from what I've seen. Now, you could be asking, okay, but what about Instagram? I have no clue. I have not tried it. I'm not really big on Instagram. I tried to dabble into Instagram with like the little animation shorts I do, and I don't know how the reels work. Some people, they got like 10,000 views, and I'm like, how are you doing that, you magician? Magician? Isn't that magician? I always get like the saying pronunciation of magician, and like, cause you know, like the two ones, they're so close. It's like the people that play the music, magician. Wait, hold on. I think I'm having a brain fart. We're gonna keep moving. Either way, so I'm gonna check that off. Hold on. I'm gonna go back to that because I'm kind of pissed. Hold on. All right, so we got the how to post on TikTok. Next thing is to go a little bit deeper. We're actually gonna flip over. We hit 1K. Yay! I'm not flexing. I'm just saying thank you to everyone who's followed. Either way, tags are somewhat important, and the amount of tags you're using. Now, I know some people might be like, that's up in the air though. I don't know, because hey Kelly, how you doing, my love? Welcome in. Right now we're just talking about everything. If you have any questions about VTubing that you kind of do know about or don't know about, feel free to ask. I kind of know a little bit, and if I can help you, I would love to help you, and if I don't know, we can search it up together. But I've seen people do TikTok posts and they have a whole brick of tags, of like 1,000 tags they found somewhere, and it works out perfectly, and they go in the tens of thousands of views. And then you have the people that when they do that, they only get 1 view. So let me scroll down and show you something. Timing means a lot. That's a bad example. Hold on. All right, you see here, I uploaded this twice. Nice. I would treat social media like a journal of sorts. Is that valid? Using social media as a journal, that is good, because a lot of people say, especially on TikTok, I realize you want to post almost every day. I personally don't post every day, but doing it as a journal, I think, is a good idea, because people see you as, you give it that human touch. You know, you can post, oh, I had a sandwich today and something hard was in it and I almost cracked my tooth. What was the hard thing? Who knows? You know, just as an example. And people might be like, man, I could really relate to this person. Or, wow, I really wonder what they're going to say next. You know, I think using it as a journal is a good choice. I know some people, their thoughts are very crazy. And some viewers might be like, oh, I love how crazy this person is. And then you might skew it, and then people are like, damn, they just talk about anything, and they bring it up whatever. So you have to personally figure out, do you want the people that want the true you, or do you want people to like you for fake shit? That's me to put it like 100%, because I'll be posting some wild things at the end of the day sometimes. And I would rather have the people that like me being wild, because that's my true authentic self. But timing. So I realized EST time is my time zone. So I realized posting around, I would say around 1:15 to 2 is a good sweet spot. And then posting from 4:40 to, I'll say 6 the latest, is really good for me. I posted this at around like way too early. Only got 1 view. I privated it. On TikTok, you don't want to delete your videos because they might see your account as like a troll, or as like you're posting like sexual things because you're deleting it, and they might like shadow ban you. So you want to private your videos when they don't do good. And be careful, because sometimes you private it just to your friends. You want to private to yourself. And then I uploaded it around the sweet spot, and we got over 1,000 views. So never be afraid to repost your videos. I feel like that's the biggest thing. I feel like some people say, oh, that was a bummer, it didn't work. I put all those hours into editing. I put all that time into drawing the stuff. Don't down it. Just circle back around. Even if you don't post it that same week, private it and then post it next week or 2 days later. Or hell, you might be about to go to sleep and the voice says in the middle of the night, post a video, and you whip out your phone and you post it. And then when you wake up, you got tons of views. I mean, I don't want to say go with your gut, but never dead a video. As long as it's nothing crazy, like you sit back and you're like, man, what I said was kind of wrong. Then, yeah, let that thing die. Let it perish. Overall, I see a lot of people do streams, like their stream schedule. I feel like that's really good when you have the link in your bio. I just finally got the link in the bio. I was grinding for like, I want to say a year to finally get that. I think that's when it's the best to post your stream schedule. You can still do it. So people like friends or whoever, or just people scrolling by, they might see your stream schedule and be like, damn, that seems really cool. Or I love their model they attached it, the art they put on it. I'm really going to go check them out. But usually, I'm just going to be blatant. People are somewhat lazy and don't want to click off TikTok, and go all the way to Twitch. And then search up your name and figure it all out. Sometimes they love being able to just go to that little swipe right, go to your account, and then click on that link. They click on the link, they push follow, they go back to their scrolling. So sometimes you want to make it as easy as possible. It's a lot easier when you look on like Twitter or Blue Sky, because I mean it's really quick. They allow you to do the links. Like when I did my stream post, the link's right there. So if I'm scrolling or if I'm like on my phone, on my computer, oh well, if they're live, the link is there, I might as well push it. I've seen some people, they do their I'm live, but I don't know if they forget to put the link, or some people just don't know yet and they don't put their link. Some people don't want to have to go on their main feed and click on your main account and then click here. I mean, it's really easy. You saw how I did it in a split second, but it is what it is. So that's like my main thing when it comes to like posting clips on TikTok. YouTube is a little different. 1 second. Let me close. Oh, nope, wrong thing. Give me one, because I don't know what's gonna show up when I flip it. There we go. That's the right one. Hold on. I had Sonic music in the background in case the other one didn't work. Let me go over here. How does Blue Sky algorithm work compared to Twitter? That's a really good question. Let me actually flip back over there. All right. That's a wonderful question. I love the fact that you asked that question, Kelly. All right. So Twitter is like, I feel like Twitter is where you need to be more personal and you really want to be loud and really grab people. That's where you want that top-notch art, or like that silly skit, or like something random, or a post that's gonna make people go like, what? From what I understand, Blue Sky does not have a hard algorithm. You need yes. Okay, so Twitter, their hashtags have gone to hell in the handbasket. They don't care about that shit. Twitter is simply on who are you following, who is following you, to make sure you're on there for you. You want the people, basically Twitter is for you to re-hit the people that already follow you. That's how I feel about it. Like Rika, I follow Rika for a year. We've been like friends for a good little minute. They're always on my for you, as they call it, kind of like copying TikTok, but I don't know. A lot of people, I'm just gonna scroll. Nico, been following them. These are all people I've been following, and they're just up on my for you. So that's really for re-engaging with people that already follow you or know of you. I feel like Blue Sky is the best for getting newer people. You get what I'm saying? Because also too, Blue Sky doesn't drown you out when you use tags. Sometimes when you use tags, Twitter will drown you out. When you use links, Twitter will drown you out. But Blue Sky is really good for the tags. And I know at one point, hold on, there was a place I had and I was sharing what best tags are for Blue Sky. 1 second, because if I can just drop the link to you, I will. I have to go to my Reddit. Blue Sky VTuber tags, because tags is really big on Blue Sky, because a lot of people stick by it. I know doing the little friend packs, you know what I'm saying, like the group packs, those are really big. All right, hold on. I'm just gonna type it in, or like just copy and paste it in. I'll probably put it on socials. Here you go, because I have a Google Doc worth of tags I use. So these are the type of tags I use. I use VTuber, virtual YouTuber, EN VTuber. Personally, because I'm 3D, I use 3D VTuber. What's another tag I use? Hold on. Indie VTuber is really good. I know a lot of people say, oh, I don't want to say I'm indie because I want to be big. Okay, as of right now, you're indie. And some people, I've realized they enjoy watching indie more than mainstream because they feel like they'll get more attention, which is fine. Because I know for a fact, if I only have 3 people in here and I'm sitting here playing a video game, or hell, right now, I'm sitting here talking to you. For example, if Kelly, if you say something in the next second, I'm going to read yours first. And you're going to get that attention, and you know your comment's going to get read and it's not going to get drowned out. So there's a lot of people that enjoy watching indie VTubers than the mainstream because you do have that one-on-one. You do feel more personal. It's a lot calmer. It's less hectic. You know what I'm saying? So don't be afraid to use that indie tag. You'll find a lot more love using the indie tag than just putting VTuber. It's too vast. You need a niche like tag. I would personally make my own tag. You should make your own tag. So if people are looking for you or if people just want to see more about you, they can click your tag. Like mine I have is, wait a second, I think it's just Gramalkin Bastet. Yeah, that's my main tag. I have Gramalkin Bastet. When I was doing my Not Safe for Work art, I had Not Safe for Work with Gramalkin Bastet, which we're going to circle back around to that. Yes, we are. We're going to circle back around to that in the near future now that I have more time to work. But that is my biggest thing. To re-up what I said. Twitter is for re-engaging with people that already know of you. Blue Sky is to get new viewers. I would say same thing with TikTok. TikTok is great for new viewers. A lot of people, they go by like base. Oh, well, who's liking my videos? I only got 5 likes. Yeah, but you got 1,000 views. And it only takes half of those 1,000 to really double back and say, man, that video really stuck with me, or I really like that model. Let me go back through my likes, because on TikTok you can go back through the videos you've liked and the videos you've favorited or whatever, and then they go follow. So I would say on TikTok, it's more about how many views you get than less than how many likes you get. Hell, I scroll through TikTok and I won't like shit. I might have loved your content, but I might not like it. You know? So never stop posting. That's like my big thing too. Never stop posting just because you feel like, oh, well, I'm not getting a lot of likes. Yeah, but bitch, your views are up there, okay? Your views are up there. Even if the views aren't up there, it just takes a handful of people, and you never know who those people are. They could have connections, and they might be like, hey, Joe, I saw this person on TikTok. I really love their stuff. You should reach out to them. So never get caught up in the numbers game. Even like with streaming, never get caught up in the numbers game. That's a slippery slope of depression. So I feel like that covers like TikTok. If you have any other questions about that, I would love to answer. Let me see. Okay, so we talked about the free editing software, DaVinci, how you can also use Canva for that. Oh, a lot of people have been asking me, how am I doing the motion capture without a suit? So I know a lot of people, if they use motion capture, they either use phone. I don't have an iPhone, but they usually use iPhone, a capture mask or a bodysuit, Oculus for like VTubing, or I don't know what the fuck else they use, but they use something else. Personally, I use, hold on, let me see. Let me pull it up. I have it. Wait a second. Be patient with me. Because I wrote the spelling down because I butchered the name so bad. 1 second. This is what I use. I use Wardo. I know a lot of VTubers have been getting hip to Wardo. So I use Wardo for the motion control. Yep, it's really good. It's really nice. I know you can do add-ons in there too. You can get like little props to. Oh, thank you so much for the hydrate. I have nothing to hydrate with. Sometimes I'm just so excited to stream. I just like, oh, forget about it. But let me drink my spit. Hold on, give me a second. That's called self-lubrication, if you didn't know. But I use Wardo. I don't have a fancy camera. I didn't have to go to Best Buy and drop $1,000. I didn't even go to Amazon. You know what I did? I went to Walmart and I got a $15 camera, a webcam, if you will, that lights up. It has its own little light up, little mechanism when you plug it in. And that's how I'm able to do this. It's that simple. I feel like people want to tell you when you VTubing, you got to have like the top notch of top notch. If you ain't spending $1,000, you're not doing it right. There's ways. Just because you're not spending tons of money doesn't mean you're not going to get views. It does not mean people aren't going to like you. It's really easy. I feel like Wardo's the only one. I know I use VC Face for just main capturing, but it doesn't do the hand capturing. I think if you use your iPhone, it will. Don't quote me on that. But Wardo is the only one I know for sure that will capture it all. I know I use like an indie one too. I don't know. I can't really remember the name of it, but the capturing wasn't that great. It would buffer. But yeah, you could get add-ons in here. You could get backgrounds, all the 9 miles, all of that. But I would use this because it's also free. At least I don't think it's free. I didn't have to pay for this. And if it's free, we loving it. I think the main thing they make money off of is getting the assets and stuff like that. Now, later on, will it become like you have to pay for it? Maybe. So even if you're not using it per se right now, let's say your model's still getting made, let's say you don't know if you even want to do it, I would still download it. Because once you have it on Steam, it's just going to be there forever. You know, and if they make this like $40 in the future, you know you got that shit for free. So we hit Wardo. Wow, we're doing really good on this. Oh, also too on TikTok. I feel so bad I didn't tell y'all. Okay, so to go back kind of on to Canva and to go back on TikTok, I know a couple people asked me, how do I come up with ideas? How do you come up with ideas for your videos? How are you doing this? Okay, I'm gonna tell you the easiest thing in the actual way. I'm not even gonna lie to you. The way I actually figure out. Like, let's use this one for instance. Hold on. Can I mute the music so y'all can hear this? All right, here we go. Stranded. I love this one. This one's my favorites. I go on my personal account and wait, no, that's not the one. I go on my personal account and I scroll for hours because I'm already on social media a lot anyway, so I might as well be on there for work purposes. So I scroll on TikTok, and when I hear funny sound or something that I enjoy, heck, even like a sound that's stuck on my mind, like this one I did yesterday, like the pull your panties off on the dance floor, I figure out a way to put myself into it, and my mind thankfully just works in a way to when ideas pop in my head when I really sit there and I zone out for like a couple minutes while I listen to it. And then usually I go over to Pinterest and I find posings, and then I use that as my reference, and I draw. And then we formulate it here in Canva. This one was old school kind of animation, stop motion, because if I zoom in here, 1 second, it's literally just one pose, next pose, and then I chopped it down to 5 seconds, so it looks like this. Yup. In and out, pelvic thrusting. Bam. So you don't have to be like a top-notch animator or have like the biggest drawing experience. Just have fun with it. Like my character, for example, it does not look like my VTuber model. It does not have the ears. It has the hairstyle, of course, because you still have to somehow link it back to your personal model. But it doesn't have the ears. It doesn't have the outfit. It's a purplish pink romper. I have my paws, and I have my hair. And then I put like a little head wrap on top of it. It's not like a bonnet. It's like I don't know what you would say, like a hair tie hat thing. Yeah. So you're still linking it. I'm still using the colors that I use, because color branding is very big too. Like if you see behind me in the background, I have that teal blue, I have that brownish gold, and then if you look at the model, you have like that white and everything, and you have like the pink in the ears, which is how you got the outfit. So the colors still link back to your main model, and people still know when they pass by and they see those colors, oh, that's Grimalkin. I know who that is. Also too, something I didn't do and I need to go back doing is I do the poor man's copyright. If you're like, what the fuck is poor man's copyright, I'm gonna show you. 1 second. Where's one that's like very, like you can really see it? Hold on. Oh, right there. All right. You can't really, hold on, can you? All right, so you kind of can't see it because of the flag. Hold on. Where's my pride flag? Okay, look. As you see right there, I literally drew it. It's a C with a circle, Grammatical Basket. That's the poor man's copyright. So if somebody's like, is that yours? Are you sure that's yours? Yes, it's mine. Do I have the artwork of me drawing it step by step? Yes. Do I have the Canva me creating the whole thing? Yes. But some people will still be like, she stole that, or, oh no, it's mine. Babes, it has my ad on it. That's me. That's my handwriting at the bottom of the page. You know what I'm saying? So tag your stuff. Kind of like how farmers tag their cattle. And they do, like, I'm not saying I like the little branding, but they do the cold branding, so it's okay now. But like how they put the little thing in their ear, the notches in their ear, or they do the cold branding with their numbers or the name of their farm. Never be afraid to, like, not allow people to steal your stuff, because you're making top-notch stuff. You don't want your stuff to go to waste. All right, so that's been hit. Staying on the Canva thing, people ask me, how do I make my stream, my stream schedules? Canva. You can have pre-made templates. They have pre-made templates. You can look at that. I know overlays. You can even get Twitch overlays, like this one I made. Well, yeah. So the background of this one with like the people, the statues and everything in the back, that was Shutterstock. I paid for the Shutterstock image, and then the Grimalkin Bastet and everything I made in Canva. The cats, Canva. The Twitter and the TikTok things that the cats are sitting on, Canva. Yeah. So once again, go the cheap route. I know people that pay almost $800 for a logo. That is okay. If you love the logo and the logo looks cool, it's worth the $800. But if the logo looks like somebody just did it in their backyard, you're gonna be pissed off that the logo was $800. You can make a logo in Canva, or you could go to like Fiverr, VGen, and you can get somebody to make it for you. Because I always love pouring back into the community and getting my stuff from there. You don't always have to do it yourself. some things you can't do. Like right now I'm making a whole new opening screen, and I'm having a VTuber do my my music for it. Hold on, let me get their app, because they're really good at it. Hold on. 1 second. Which we were supposed to stream together the other day. Copy that. 1 second. All right, that is who I'm having the Trickster do my music for me. It's only $20 for like the 20-second loop, so I was like, hell yeah. You know, if I go anywhere else, it's gonna be tons of money. So always look into your community. Look inward to see if there's anyone out there you can get to just do it for you, because I would rather pay them than to pay other people $1,000 or $200. Now, don't get me wrong, the people that are in the community, if it's a big project, you're still gonna pay that amount because they're indie their own selves. It's not like they have like a big corporation behind them that's getting them work or pulling in. They're working hard to get you and to get other people to commission them. So pay them for their work, for their hours, for their talent. It's not always going to be just $20 or $5 here or $3 over there. It's going to add up, but it's worth it for that personal touch. All right, but back to this. So for my stream schedules, I use the same background. At one point when I did collabs, I would draw everybody. At this point, I'm busy. I'm asking you for your cute little PNG, for your chubies, okay? Nothing wrong with that. So I just go in and I just edit it out. Depending on the day. Now, I hold a personal, and I print out a personal calendar for the whole month, and I usually try to book people out a month in advance so I can write it all down so I don't get confused. But with anything, schedules change, stuff gets mixed up, so that's why I still do a weekly stream schedule. And so people, followers, people that are lurking on your page, they can see what you're doing, so if they want to pop in or they're like, oh, I don't know when they stream, they can just look at this. I usually like to tell people to, oh wow, that's like the first thing I see. I usually like to tell people to pin it on your page. You want people to see it, even if they don't even like you and they're trying to lurk on your page to see what you're doing to steal ideas. Pin that thing to the page. All right, even on here. Oh wait, did I not pin that? I guess I did not pin that. I need to slap myself on my wrist. I did not pin it on there. But pin your stream schedule so people can see it when they're popping into your account or looking or lurking, whatever you call it. But animation on Canva is really easy too. I did not have to go back and animate all this. It's very easy. They have a thing called, hold on. They have a thing called create an animation, or like they call it a path. You'll have a box around whatever image it is. Make them jump, make them do flips, whatever you want to do. Hold on. And then that bad boy's gonna do it. Yup. I'm doing a massive throwing in a circle. Same thing over here. If you can see the purple, that was where I was making their model move. And then you can animate the whole page. Like, hold on. Let me go back. So the whole page is animated. If you hover over it, usually they'll show you what the animation will look like. My shit is buffering today. So it's not going to fully show you what it's supposed to look like. But there you go. Oh my god, it's going slow as ever. That is one thing I will say about Canva. Because so many people are using it, that stuff will shut down on you. But animating the page is really easy. Easy touches. I mean, I love it. I made this one myself because there was no Egyptian ones. So like this was a whole add-on type thing. That's templates. But if you go here, type in Egyptian. You'll find all the little art you can use. Now, I'm a pro member. Premium, yeah. Like I said, that's only like $15. And you get to use all this art, all this different stuff. Some of the stuff will already move. So that will help with the animation. Because, you know, sometimes it's alright to have a still image. But just doing like your 1%, like, what's the best way? 1% uptakes or like upgrades, like adding lo-fi music or adding some movement, anything, like a flash of something. It'll stop people from their doom scrolling and they'll look, okay, like it, or repost, and then keep scrolling. You want to grab people's attention. There's a lot of stuff going on in the world. People aren't going to stop for you if you don't have something a little bit exciting. So, I mean, it's easy. Change the color. Hold on, you can't see it. This is like the backdrop I have. I can change it to pink. I mean, the world is your oyster. If you got an imagination, you can make it. Imagination Station. So I think that really goes over Canva. Hold on. Let me show you something. TikTok. They even have like the TikTok templates. Ooh. Maybe not. Oh yeah. They even have like the TikTok templates. Stuff of that sort. Like I said, they have a lot of Twitch overlays. A lot of backgrounds, a lot of even like stream alerts, or on Twitch, you know, the About Me section. 1 second. No, I did not want that. Hold on. Back paddle. Even the About Me section where like you have like the panels. They even have pre-made panels that you can edit and like customize for yourself. So if you have like an art piece you made, you can put your face in the middle. I made this on Canva. I just put the names in the different little pockets, which I gotta update this. But yeah, it's very easy to use. They have a resizing tool now, because this is even like where I make my emotes. I make the drawings and then I go to Canva and size them correctly. But now that we talked about that, let me check that off my little bucket. Let me see, where's Canva at? I talked about you. Boom. How to edit the clips, did that. We're on top of schedule. I love this. Finding sounds, yes. Walmart cam, talked about that. What else is there? Oh, VGen. Okay, so I know a lot of you guys already know about VGen. I know about VGen. Recently, I dabble. Okay, so VGen is where you want to go. This is like the Etsy for VTubers. Once again, see, you get like the customized little Twitch. Actually, that looks really cute. Hold on. Customized Twitch panels. Oh, wow. But yeah. Let me catch my breath, y'all. They have stuff for 3D models, VTuber models. I curated my thing. So you got stuff for 3D models, VRoid models. And I think they have pre-made models as well. I don't know for sure, but let's look together. So they have character models, modeling, stuff for VR chat, which I didn't realize you can export VRoid models into VR chat. I had help with Stinga to do it, but that thing is difficult, low-key. I didn't know you had to get Udemy and all the other stuff. We had to figure out a different way, babes. I couldn't do it. Even like with 2D models for my 2D lovely babies, they have pre-made people that will make your model there. Reactive avatars, even for PNG tubers. All right, so we're not leaving you out. You still matter. I hate when people say you're a PNG tuber. You don't matter. It's like, what? That's so mean. I don't get why people always want to yuck other people's yum. Original designs, emotes. I've been looking at these emotes. Okay, I love making my own, but it's nothing like getting somebody to make it. It's nothing like getting somebody else to make it. So you have the emotes, the moving ones. That's on 4. That's on 4 right there. He was doing it. I love these, to be honest. The little 2-bit looking ones, like the old school RPG video games. I love those ones. Animated moving ones. I know Yanni. Hold on. I just had her up. Hold on. I know Yanni. I love her so much. She does a lot of art. I think she even does emotes too. Can I find Yanni real quick? There we go. There we go. Hold on. I got a couple things in the mix in the background, so I don't want to show everything. Oh, where are you at? I love how people want to hide at the end of the day. Let me scroll. Hold on. There we go. We found her. She never hides from me too long. Okay, there we go. Copy this. Bear with me, please. I'm opening so many tabs. It is not even funny anymore. I'm gonna close them down. Yep. Alright, let's open this window back up. Okay, so we have Yanni. They make some cool stuff. I know I'm commissioning them here in a couple of weeks to do my new waiting screen or stream starting screen. So they do thigh up illustrations, bust up, character sketches. There we go, the animated stream alerts, Twitch emotes. Their Twitch emotes are so cute. Hold on. Even the moving ones, okay? Which I need to start doing the moving ones. But yes. Always look in the community before outsourcing. But yes, even the Chubby ones, I want to get like a little Chubby doll version of myself that like is rigged so I can be all cute making the like, little arms move. I've seen some people do the doll ones. Hold on, I'm actually gonna show you. I usually don't show people this, but hold on, because I have let me just find a random thing to add on there. So I'll bookmark you. Okay, manage. Bam. All right, where are you at? This one right here, the plushie asset, I'm definitely doing this one. They are so cute. They like little, they make me think of voodoo dolls. Because like the little button eyes and the stitches. So I was like, I need that. I need it. But I mean, VGen has a lot of the different stuff. I think you can even get animators and like, editors even on VGen, because I know some people, they don't want to edit their clips, they don't want to do the add-ons, which is totally fine. If you're a busy bee, or hell, you just don't want to do it, outsource it. Everybody needs work, everybody needs a job, so I mean, I don't see why people get mad when people don't do it themselves. I mean, I show you how you could do it yourself, but if you want somebody else to do it, by all means, help them and help yourself. So we talked about VGen. What else is there? VGen, yep. This is also where I get my pride add-ons. I know you're saying I don't see none on your titties or on your body at all. I'm still looking. Okay, I'm indecisive. I got a whole month. Be patient. Be patient. Wait a second. Loki, I think that's what I'm gonna like make myself do for the rest of the day, is find all my different pride stuff. I found my pride flag off of VGen. I went to Twitter. Also too, if you're having a hard time finding stuff, you can just go to Twitter. See, you literally saw where I put in the pride add-ons. You can go to Twitter and people will have their stuff linked. Oh yeah, Ko-fi. Ko-fi is the other one. I almost forgot. So you have VGen, and then you have Ko-fi. Ko-fi is really good for their add-ons. I find it's a little bit trickier to find stuff sometimes that is specifically for VTubing. Sometimes I find it hard to find stuff on Ko-fi, but once you find your like ride or die group of people that you go to. Oh, that's from Style Savvy, that's what this song is from. I just got done playing it. But once you find like your perfect people to work with, you'll be fine. You can just check into what they're doing or go back and get something that you didn't get from them. I love going to Magical Melly because let's be honest, they have brown assets. A lot of people don't have ethnic skin tones. And it's like, look, how does it look with my brown model? And then I have this lily white hand on the corner over here. Like, I need something, I need some skin, I need some brown. And I love when it's all incorporated together. And like with the flag one, I just didn't put the hand here, but they even break it up really well, where they'll have like the hand asset, they'll have the flag, or like how I did mine just for the time being. It's just, hold on. Oh, nope, that was the wrong thing. Hold on. It's just a flag. So you can just have the regular flag, or you can have like the hand holding the flag, because this is the one I got. And there's a lot of free stuff on here too. Don't be afraid to tip. But yeah, hold on. See, you just have the regular flag, and then you have it with the hands. So either way, I think Ko-fi is where I got for my last Halloween party. I had like the hands holding the flashlight. That's where I got that from. So make sure you check out Ko-fi. Make sure you check out VGen. You can even get music off of VGen. You can get it commission, everything. Just go there. I saw people even commission, even commission a hair. Because sometimes hair is hard to find on Vroid. It's the same hairstyles. Or you could go to Booth, which I've talked about before, and find hair. Personally, like for this new outfit, I'm gonna step back, hold on. For this new outfit, I went to somebody that I got my previous outfit from on Booth, and I DM'd them and I got the outfit commissioned. So never be afraid to hit people up. Their work is perfect. But yeah, so you have like the bases, outfits. I'm pretty sure you can even commission some of these people on VGen. Don't quote me though. Not everybody's the same way, but I'm pretty sure you can hit them up and do that. And it's a lot safer than just going to somebody on Twitter and just be like, hey, can you do this for me? I'll pay you, and then you're out of like $1,000. I know a lot of people that got scammed on Twitter. You can still do it on VGen or on Ko-fi on paper, but I feel a little bit more comfortable doing it this way. That's just my personal feeling on it. But yeah, I think we covered everything. I don't know for sure. Hold on, let me double check. Okay, so we did Wardo, we did the TikTok posts. Oh, what I used to draw. Okay, so what I used to draw, because some people say I can't draw myself because it's expensive. I don't have a drawing tablet. Hold on, let me delete. Well, not delete. Let me close this window because I'm about to show you the tablet I bought. I got it off Amazon. I understand a lot of people don't want to shop at Amazon. I'm even pulling back my own self. Tablet. There we go. What is this sound? It's so... I don't know what this is. Okay, so if you have no problems shopping on Amazon, I'm pretty sure you could go out. I don't know if any mom and pop computer or like device shops, at least local to me. I mean, you go to Best Buy and stuff like that, but I got this one for only, we're just gonna say $40 once shipping and stuff was all done. It doesn't have a screen. You're gonna have to teach yourself how to look at the computer and draw. It takes a little minute, but it's not that hard. It is not that hard. You can do it. Once again, you can get some good references off of Pinterest for like drawing references, stuff like that. But they have tons of tablets. They're just like that. And then if you really do want like the screen tablet, their stuff ranges, as we can see, anywhere from $200 to almost $500. So, I mean, I don't know what's in your wallet, You guys remember that old school commercial? What's in your wallet? But either way, you can get it done. And the thing I use to draw is fire alpaca, I do believe. Let me close out everything so I can. Oh wait, no. All right, that was a bad thing. I pushed the wrong thing. But yes, I use fire alpaca for my drawing. It's beautiful. It's free. It works perfect for me. And you can get like the free, what is it called? Brushes, like the brush add-ons online. Like I found like a hairbrush that helps a lot when like I'm doing like regular drawing. It flicks and everything. You have pattern brushes and stuff like that. So I mean, fire alpaca mixed with the cheap tablet. It's really easy. I know some people draw on paint. You guys are some warriors. The people that draw with mouses, y'all are some warriors. I don't know how it comes out so good. I know on TikTok there's this one person that draws on the 3DS. The 3DS art thing that everybody used to do. And I was like, oh my gosh, that is so cool. But it takes so much work, you know, because it's not like you can like, it's not connected to anything anymore. But it does come out really cool. So at the end of the day, there's no correct way to VTube. There's no correct way to draw or to post. You just have to fill it out. You got to figure out your niche. You got to figure out what you like. And it's trial and error. Every day you try something is a good day. Even if you only get 2 views, 1 like, somebody new found you. Or somebody has found you again. So either way, there's no wrong way. There's no right way. Just stick with it. Truly, stick with it. Work hard. And as long as you feel like you're doing the right thing or you're doing what you love, that's all that matters. That is all that matters. So we are going to, hold on. Let me see here. Copy. I hope this has been very helpful. I know I wish I would have known some of this stuff when I first started out. So I hope it's been helpful. You'll see if you follow me on socials. This will become a clip. The stream will become a clip. The VOD's going to go up on YouTube. I don't need to edit it. It's all great. So this will go up on YouTube in case you want to go back and be like, what did she say? What was it? YouTube is just Grimalkin Bastet. Nothing extra, nothing more. And then to end it all out, we are going to raid into someone very lovely. Hold on. We're going to raid into Sentient Being. I've been loving their streams and I've been watching them because it just so happens they've been streaming when I get done streaming and even during while I've been streaming for the past week now, and I've been watching them, so I think you guys will love them too. But yeah, I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your day. I'll see you tomorrow. We're going to be playing some video games just to give it a break from like the art streams and even from this help stream. And then Friday we're going to be doing the Raid Train stream, which will be tons of fun. Let me snooze this. That will be tons of fun. And overall, I can't wait to see you guys. Bye. And I'm going to be using this music more. I love this music. All right. I love you all. Stay safe out there. And if I don't see you tomorrow, hopefully I'll catch you the next day. Bye-bye. I love the pause.